Hello guys. So the next topic is accounts from incomplete records, or we used to call this as single entry system. I think this particular topic was there in your 11th, I think. 11th standard, I think it had, and at CA foundation it was not there. 11th it was there, I guess, or maybe in BCom probably it was available. Yes? Huh? Sir? No, but anyway, I was saying it was there. Forget about how the teacher thought, how we learned, that is secondary. Here, any which way we're going to do it. So it is something like, it's not entirely new topic, something which we have covered. Okay. It's quite straightforward, sir. They have maintained accounts in a haphazard manner. To put it in simple terms, they have not maintained proper accounting records. They maintained it in haphazard system. So many information are missing. So we have to find out that missing information and prepare final accounts. Final accounts means trading, P&L and balance sheet. That's all. Okay, many information here will be missing. So we will have to prepare a lot of ledger accounts, get the missing components and simply prepare trading, P&L and balance sheet. That's all it is. It is more like fill in the blanks or detective game we are playing. Okay, that's all. Alright, lengthy topic but very, very easy topic. Okay. It could be a little lengthy because more information is missing. You have to prepare more ledger accounts. More ledger accounts you prepare, the solution will look lengthier and time will obviously consumed more. That's all. Okay, but as such, it is quite easy topic only because not much head spinning wala topics and all are there. Okay, so that's all as the theory that you actually need to know. So with this, can we get started directly into the problems? Yes, single entry system means what, sir? Accounts maintained under proper thing or haphazard? Haphazard. That's all. So only thing we have to do is find out the missing information and prepare final accounts. That's all. Okay. Directly, let's get started with question number 1. Assets and liabilities of Mr. X on 31st March 20X1 and 31st March 20X2 are as follows. Sir, X1 ka data will be your opening balance and X2 ka balance will be your closing balance wala data. Yes, huh? Okay. If you just check building, opening balance given? Yes, opening balance is given. Closing balance is missing. Question mark. Similarly, furniture ka opening given, closing is missing. Inventory, debtors, cash, both the information is available. That is nice. In these are all the assets, and then they've given liabilities. Liabilities consist of only two components, loans and creditors. But if you just check one component and the liability side is missing, what is that? Capital. Correct, no? Yes, no, sir. Balance sheet means balance sheet is prepared using what equation? A is equal to C plus L. Correct, no? Asset is equal to capital plus liability. In this problem, they have given you assets. They have given you liability, but capital is question mark. Can't you find out? How do you find out capital from this equation, sir? Capital is equal to assets minus liability. Either you can use equation or prepare simple balance sheet format and get capital as a balancing figure. That's all. Is it okay with you? So when you prepare opening balance sheet, you will get opening capital. When you prepare closing balance sheet, you will prepare closing, or when you prepare closing balance sheet, you will get closing capital. That's all. Are we fine with this? Okay, so far all of us are there on the same page. Depreciate building by 2.5%. That means now can you find out the closing balance of building? There is one depreciation in the current year. You have to calculate at what rate, sir? 2.5%. After depreciation, whatever building value you get, that only is your building ka closing balance. Yes, sir. Similarly, furniture you have to depreciate by 10%. So after depreciation, you will get furniture ka closing balance. Again, very straightforward. One life insurance policy of the proprietor. One life insurance policy of the proprietor was matured during the period and amount of 40,000 is retained in the business. Sir, this is which business ka life insurance or owner ka? Proprietor means owner. Owner ka life insurance policy has matured and how much money is received from insurance company? 40,000. That 40,000 belongs to whom? Owner. But who retained it? Business. That means indirectly what are they saying? This 40,000 is nothing but additional capital introduced into the business by the owner. That's all. We find that is what they're trying to say. Instead of saying additional capital, they are using fancy term. Okay, Sirji. Proprietor took 2,000 per month for meeting family expenses. Family expense means it is business expense or personal expense. Personal expense means it is drawings. Okay, so that means all these components is affecting your capital account. Correct, no? Okay, why they have given, we'll see. What are they asking us to prepare, sir? Statement of affairs on two dates. One on 31st March 20x1, another one on 31st March 20x2. Balance sheet only, we call it as statement of affairs. Okay, what is the difference between balance sheet and statement of affairs is, balance sheet you prepare with real data. In balance sheet, you will not get any component as a balancing figure. First, we will work out all the ledger balances, then push the data into the balance sheet. Statement of affairs is prepared on same format as balance sheet, but to get some component as a balancing figure. Now you tell me, you looking at this data, which component is missing? Which component is missing? Okay, look at this and tell me which component is missing? Capital. To get capital as a balancing figure, we prepare something known as statement. Same format. What is the balance sheet format of a sole proprietor? Liabilities, amount. Assets, amount. Prepare in the same format to get capital as a balancing figure. That's it. 2 years ka opening statement of affairs as well as closing statement of affairs they are asking. Fatapat can we do a first question? Okay, everybody? All right. Very simple. Question number 1. Statement of affairs of Mr. X. Sir, since they are asking us to prepare 2 years ka, I'll not do 2 statement of affairs. I'll do a parallel working note because more or less every data is same only, no? So on the I'll do the format like this: liabilities, and instead of writing the amount, I will write 31st March 20 x1, and then I also write 31st March 20 x2. Parallelly, I'll prepare. Okay. Similarly, on the other side, it will be assets, and then you'll write 31st March 20 x1 and 31st March 20 x2. If you're copying, have this much format, or you can look at the solution, because this question hardly there is any dumb. So why are you doing, sir? Sir, all these are working notes in a bigger 20 marker question. These are just working note. We are starting with working. Okay, we just started with the topic, no? So small things we are doing. Finished now. The format. Okay, check the first. We'll fill up the asset side component. What first we'll fill off this maybe, or can we? Oh, okay, we'll do this one filling. First is what, sir? First asset is building, and then after building, what is the value? Or maybe I'll just write the headings one by one. Building, and then furniture, and then inventory, and then it is okay, debtors, and then cash at the bank, and then we have cash in hand. Okay. Can I fill out the values one by one now? 31st March 20 x1 ka value, do you know? Yes. Building value is how much? 1 lakh. How about 31st March 20 x2 ka value? Given, or we have to find out? We have to find out. They told you have to depreciate building by how much percentage, sir? 2.5%. That means, can I do 1 lakh minus 2.5%? How much is that? 97. Fine. That is the closing balance of the building. Everybody okay, no? Directly I've taken. Is that okay with you? Clear, sir? Okay. Similarly, furniture. What is the balance given? Opening balance given is 50,000. Is there any depreciation on furniture? Yes, at the rate of 10%. Okay, 50,000 is the opening balance. So deduct 10%. That will be what? 45,000. After deducting depreciation, furniture ka value has become 45,000. Similarly, inventory ka value given is how much? Opening is 120. Closing also they have only given it to be 270. Great. Debtors 40 and 90 given. Cash at bank 70 and 85. Cash in hand 1,200 and 3,200. Asset side, every component we have done. Okay, give me the total. 150, 170, 270, 310, 380, 381, 200. Okay, that side will be what? 5,90,700. Okay, this is your asset side. Can we go out and fill on the liability side? Liability side, first thing we want is the capital. Is that given or we'll arrive as a balancing figure? We will arrive that as a balancing figure. Since we are arriving a component as balancing figure, we don't call it as balance sheet. Rather, we use the term statement of affairs. That's all. Because this is a working note. Balance sheet is not a working note. It is a full-fledged requirement. That's all. But format of both are same. Okay, check. What are the other liabilities given to you in the question? Loans and creditors. Okay, what is the loan balance, sir? Opening is 1 lakh, closing is 80. Creditors, opening 40, closing 70. Statement of affairs is like balance sheet. That means the total should be same on both the sides. The side total should be 381, 200. That side total should be 590, 700. Is it matching or we have any balancing figure? Balancing figure. How much is the capital arrived as balancing figures? From 381, 200, deduct these two numbers. 2 lakh 41, 200 is your closing capital of the last year, which becomes opening balance of the current year. So this is your opening capital. Similarly, what is your closing capital which you're getting as balancing figure? From 590, 700, deduct 80,000 and 70,000, you're getting a balancing figure of 4,40,700. That's all. They asked you statement of affairs. We prepared statement of affairs. So what about drawing? So additional capital and all. That affects your capital account ka ledger. Did they ask you to prepare capital account or only statement of affairs? Statement of affairs. Have we done this? So that means question number 1 is over. Okay. Move forward. Anyone copying any portion? Okay, this question is not over. They have continued the question, same question, and they made a second question. Let's see. Take the figures given in illustration number 1, meaning question number 1. Find out the profit of Mr. X for the year ended 31st March 20X2. So current year you have to find out profit using the same data as the previous question. Can you even tell me how you can do that? They're asking you profit. Prepare capital account. Okay, when you prepare capital account, what will happen, sir? Okay, guide me. Capital account ka opening balance, is it given? Matlab, did we get to know? Yes, this is your opening capital. Closing capital, do you know? Yes, opening capital, closing capital, or opening balance, closing balance, you know. Then additional capital is given. That life insurance policy matured becomes your additional capital. Drawings is given. Capital account, ideally, no. If no other component is there, means capital ledger should match. If it doesn't match, the balancing figure is nothing but the profit made by the sole proprietor. Because in case of sole proprietor and partnership firm, profit made will not be separately shown in balance sheet, but rather it will be added to capital account. So simply prepare capital account and get profit as a balancing figure. Everyone is absolutely right in that regard. So can I prepare that? Here only can I prepare off. So question number 2 ka. Simple, you have to prepare Mr. X ka capital account. Or simply you can write capital account. So first component is what? Opening balance. So you'll write by balance brought down. That we got it from statement of affairs. Opening capital is 2,41,200. Similarly, do you know closing capital? That you will write it as a to balance carried down, and that value is 4,40,700. Now they have given some additional information. Let's read that. Depreciation already captured. This life insurance policy of proprietor which got matured was retained in the business. And how much was that value? 40,000. There is nothing but your additional capital. What is the journal entry for additional capital introduced? Bank account debit to capital account. That means in your capital account you'll write by bank account and the amount of that policy is 40,000. Yes, sir. Is there any drawing, sir? Yes. Proprietor took 2000 for family expense. Can you tell me what are the two journal entries for drawings? First journal entry is drawings account debit to cash or bank account. That is 2000 every month. So into 12 months we'll give you. Because in a year 12 months are there, no? So 24,000. So drawings to bank 24,000. This drawings you have debited means it has debit balance. Does it mean it will be shown on the asset side of balance sheet? No. Drawings is nothing but capital withdrawn from the business. So this drawings will be adjusted with what? Capital account. So the next journal entry will be capital account debit to drawings account. How much? 24,000. Is this okay? That is the reason drawings will not come in balance sheet because its balance has got nullified. Yes. So in capital account, the posting will be what here? To drawings account, 2000 every month into 12, that gives you 24,000. Sir, if there is no profit or no loss, capital ledger should perfectly match. Check. What is this side? Debit side total you do. How much are you getting? 4,64,700. This side also should be 4,64,700. Are you getting 4,64,700 or is there any balancing figure? There is a balancing figure. How much balancing figure? 1,183,500 you are getting as balancing figure. What is that? The net profit which has been made by the business, which is transferred to capital account. That is arrived as a balancing figure. That's all is a solution or the requirement of the problem. Net profit is this much. Any questions? Before drawings journal entry you want me to show, is it? Sir, what about insurance policy and drawings? Won't it come in statement of affairs? No. Okay, statement of affairs means it's nothing but balance sheet. In balance sheet, what will come? The final value. What is the final value of capital? Final value of capital after adjusting drawings, after adjusting additional capital, after considering everything, what is the final value of capital? 447. So this 44700 you will show in your balance sheet. Okay, after adjusting everything. Can we write as P&L account? Yeah, you can write P&L account also. That is also fine. Okay. Anything else anyone has to copy? Or all okay? Done already? So 2 questions done, not done. So that means today we are going in full Josh. So that means we'll finish topic today only. Yeah? No chance. Not even in our wildest of wildest dreams. You'll get to know why when I go further. Saw, sir. One question is going into 4 pages, sir. Okay. Now many of them are flipping through. Oh, yeah. Come to question number 4, sir. Sir, if insurance claim is taken by the proprietor, what would be the treatment, sir? Sir, insurance was taken by whom? In the previous question, insurance policy was taken by whom? Proprietor. That means who would have paid the premium? Proprietor. That means ideally who should get the money? Proprietor. That means this is the dealings entirely of the proprietor. Proprietor should get it, and if he gets it, should business do anything? Nothing. But proprietor ka money is retained by the business. That means it becomes now your additional capital. Okay, like that. Okay, now can we go for question number 4 then? 3 we'll do later. Question number 4, let's go for. The income tax officer on assessing the income of Shri Moti or Moti. You keep it as Moti maybe. Okay. On assessing the income of Shri Moti for the financial years 20X0, X1 and X1, X2. That means he is comparing how many years? 2 years ka data IT officer is assessing, and he feels that this Mr. Moti guy has not disclosed full income. He has done one jugaad. He has not shown full income. He has shown less. He gives you the following particulars of assets liability of Shri Moti on 1st April 20X0 and 1st April 20X2. there is a difference of not 1 year here. There is a difference of 2 years. If you count from 1st April 20x0 to 1st April 20x2, there is a difference of 2 years. Okay, now because income tax officer is assessing not 1 year data, he is assessing 2 years data. So they have given 1st April 20x0 ka certain assets. These are assets. And 1st April 20x0 ka certain liability. So these are liability. Okay, on that data. Similarly, on 1st April 20x2, these are the assets, and or actually these are the assets, and liability is only one. So assets, liabilities on 2 different dates they have given. Okay, we'll see why they given that. If you are or and have a quick look through, one component is still missing. What is that? If you just check through any of these boxed item, one component is not available, that is capital. So how do you get capital? Same drama. Prepare statement of affairs and get capital as a balancing figure. The day you prepare statement of affairs, that day ka capital you will get. If you prepare statement of affairs on 1st April 20x0, then you will get capital on 1st April 20x0. If you prepare statement of affairs on 1st April 20x2, then you will get capital on 1st April 20x2. Okay. So with putting these 2 statement of affairs, you will get respective capitals. That can be easily found out. Not a big deal, I believe. Yes. Same as last problem. Yes. During the 2 years, domestic expenditure. Domestic expenditure means personal expenditure. That is nothing but your drawings. Is how much, sir? 4,000 every month. Here it's an annual data we are working with, or 2 years data. We are working with the 2 years data. Okay, so be careful. Don't multiply this by 12. Rather, you should multiply with 24. Because we are working with 2 years data here. That is the reason. The declared income of financial year was 1,05,000 for X0, X1. For X1, X2, it is 123. This much we have shown as income in our income tax return. An IT officer feels that is not our income. Income is much more. And you have been appointed as a consultant to get the profit for 1 year or 2 years. 2 years. That's all. How do you calculate? Can you guide me through?
Statement of affairs we have to prepare. From there we will get capital as balancing figure. Then using means we have to prepare capital account. Then from there we will get net profit.
Same as last problem. Prepare statement of affairs and get capital as a balancing figure. You will get capital ka opening balance as well as capital ka closing balance. Okay. Here now you prepare capital account, because to get profit you prepare what? To get profit as balancing figure. Capital account. But the drama here is capital account ledger that you prepare will not be for 1 year. It will be for 2 years. Because you are assessing, we are working with not 1 year data, you are working with 2 years data. So prepare ledger account for 2 years. You will get what? Profit as balancing figure, and that profit which you get as balancing figure will be combined profit for 2 years. Compare that profit with what profit has been declared as per income tax return. Then you will get to know whether he has shown it properly or shown more or shown less. Same as last problem. Yes or no? Can we fatafat do that? Are we everyone okay now? The way with the approach? Okay. State whether income tax officer's contention, his opinion is right or not. Explain by giving your workings. Okay, we'll do that. Question number 4. So we'll prepare one working note. What is that? We'll prepare statement of affairs first. Liabilities. First data they have given on which date, sir? 1st April 20x0. Then they have given the data for 1st April 20x2. Okay, or instead of 1st April 20x2, you can also take it as 31st March 20x2. Because 31st March 20x2 ka closing balance only will become 1st April 20x2 ka opening balance. If instead of this, you can also take 31st March, it is fine. Then we will also have assets. Then we'll have 1st April 20x0 and 1st April 20x2. These many columns we shall have in our notebooks. Can we get started, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, one by one, let's plug in the data. First, we'll do the asset side. First, cash in hand. How much is 1st April 20x0 ka value? 25,500. Okay. I'm filling out this data first, and then we have inventory, and inventory ka value is 56,000, and then And then we have debtors for 41,500. Then we have
Land and building.
land and building ka value is 1,90,000. And then we have some jewelry. How much is that? 75,000. So these are the things as given as assets in the business. Okay. Any liabilities are given? Yes. Liabilities are owings to Moti's brother. Meaning this particular owner has taken loan from his brother. So we have to repay the brother, no? How much we have to repay? 40,000. Hence it's a liability. Owing to, or you can get first component as what as balancing figure. You get capital as balancing figure. I'll write one line of that. And then we have owing to Moti brothers or Moti's brother. And that amount is 40,000. Any other liability is there? So we have a sundry creditors as well. Sundry creditors is 35,000. Any other asset or any other liability on 1st April 2080? No. So that means give me the total.
3,88,000.
Sure. Huh?
Yes.
3,88,000. This side also should be 3,88,000. Okay. So you're getting balancing figure, no?
13,000.
3,13,000 you are getting as balancing figure. Yes. Yes, no? Final number or any other different number? Final number. Oh. Sir, wife's jewelry is also asset, sir. Yeah. They are treating it as asset. What is your problem? Okay. You can take jewelry from your wife and do the business with it. Why can't? You can't. So don't question the question. Alright. Next topic. This we have done. His wife jewelry only, or maybe some other's wife. I don't. Whose wife? Why should I bother? I am concerned about question. No. Yeah. Okay, so 1st April 2080 ka capital we have got. Then let's prepare statement of affairs now on 1st April 20x2. Okay, what is cash in hand balance now? 16,000. All right. Next, what have they given? Inventory. Inventory is 91,500. Okay. Then debtors is 52,500. All right. Next, they have given land and building, which is how much? Okay, 1,90,000. Okay, then they have given motor car. That means at the end of the year, we have one more asset. Possible, no? At the beginning, if you have 5 assets, at the end of the year also you should have only 5, or can we buy some more assets also? You can buy some more assets also. Here, what we purchased? Motor car. Okay, motor car was not there in the first data. Now it came in the second year. That is 1,25,000. That is your motor car value. All right. Next, what is there? Your wife's jewelry. That now has become 1,25,000. She purchased more jewelry and brought it into the business. That's her problem. Okay. Any other data or all covered? Oh, in fact, loan to Moti's brother. This is not, we call it as C. Bonding. First, Moti wanted a loan. So his brother helped him out. First year. Second year, Moti is saying, Bhaiya, I'm so happy that you helped me out. Second year, now Moti not only repaid brother's loan, but gave his brother, now he gave the loan. That means now it is an asset or liability. Moti has given loan to the brother. Check this line. Loan to Moti's brother. So loan to Moti's brother means loan given to Moti's brother. So asset or liability? Asset. So loan to Moti's brother. First May it was not there. Now it is how much? 20,000. All right. Come to the liability side. Any liability we have? Yes, we have only one component, that is sundry creditors, which is how much? 55,000. What about owing to Moti's brother? No, that already got repaid. Not only repaid, now we gave loan to the brother. Okay. So what is the totals? 6 lakh? 6,20,000 is the total. That side also should be 6,20,000. Matching, or are we getting balancing figure? We are getting 5,65,000 as the balancing figure. That is nothing but your closing capital. So you have opening capital as well as closing capital, but mind you, these two are not relating to 1 year. They have a spacing of 2 years between them. Okay, that is fine. However, they give the data, that's how we can work. Okay, so is this was the requirement of the problem, or what was the requirement of the problem? Requirement is profit. To get profit, which account we prepare? Capital account. So we'll prepare Moti's capital account, or I can simply call it as capital account. But capital account, now you'll prepare from what date to what date? You'll prepare from 1st April 20x0 to 31st March 20x2, or I can also call it as 1st April 20x2. It is fine. Okay, everyone? All right. Debit, credit. So 1st April 20x0 ka balance becomes your opening balance. So that you call it as by balance brought down. On 1st April 20x0 ka capital, do you know? Yes, from statement of affairs, that capital is how much? 3,13,000. Similarly, do you know 31st March 20x2 ka balance, which is nothing but your closing balance? That you will get it from statement of affairs, which is 5,65,000, no? 65,000. So these two are done. All right. Any additional capital data given? No. What about drawings data? Yes. For domestic expenditure, he has withdrawn 4,000 every month. So drawings will come where? Debit side or credit side?
Debit side.
Debit side, you'll write here 4,000 into drawings. Will you write 4,000 into 12? No, you'll write 4,000 into 24 months, because this is 2 years data. So that means it will be what, 96,000 now. Okay, do the total. 96 plus 565. This side is 6,61,000. That side also should be 6,61,000. The balancing figure you are getting is 3,48,000. You are getting as balancing figure. What is that 348?
Profit for 2 years.
Is nothing but your net profit arrived as a balancing figure, and this net profit is, yes, of course, for 2 years. All right, sir. So let's see. So what is the income for 2 years? Income for, or maybe I'll write income for 20x0, x1 and x1, x2. For these 2 years put together, what is the income that should have been declared? 3,48,000. Correct, no? But what is the income declared? Income declared is that they've given in the question. Check. He has declared an income of 1,05,000 for 1 year and 1,23,000. So let's add them up. 1,05,000 and 1,23,000. So how much has he declared? 2,28,000. So has he made the correct declaration, or he has declared less? Income less declared, or you can also call it as suppressed income, or income less declared is how much? 1,20,000 is the income which he has declared less. That's all they asked us to find out, which we have done. That's it. So what is IT officer going to do? Vikas sir will tell you in tax session. Okay. I will not go into all that stuff. Are we okay with this now? After this, next question. Over. They asked us to find out suppressed income, or how much was income declared less, which we have got it. So is capital main answer? Actually, you can make this as a main answer. You can prepare this as a working note. It is fine. Prepare this as a statement, or you can write like this one. That's fine. Anything you guys want to copy? Want me to wait, or all okay? 1 minute. Which portion? Any zoom ins you want me to? You can make it as working too, or you can make it as requirement. It is okay. Chalega. Koi problem nahi hai. Yeah, chiller topic, no? Somebody is saying. Chiller only. Everything is chiller only. What is tough? Nothing is tough. Yeah? Somebody is saying, wait. You don't trust this guy at all. Every time he'll tell like that, last way he'll put bouncer. Those of you who are done can start reading question number 10. Finished copying this, is it, everyone? Okay, come to question number 10 then. All of you found that question? Okay, pay attention to this. Company sold 20% of the goods on cash basis. So that means company is selling only on one basis, or there are two bases here? 20% of sales are on cash basis, means remaining 80% will be on credit basis. Okay. And the balance on credit basis. Great. Debtors are allowed 1.5 months credit. Credit means what, sir?
Credit period.
The time given to pay. See, meaning if I sell the goods today, will I recover money from debtors today itself? No. So I have given him a credit of 1.5 months. So that means I'll have to wait for, from today's date, I have to wait for 1.5 months. After 1.5 months, I'll follow up with the debtor and collect the money. So it's nothing but the time period given for debtors to make the payment to us. Yes. That time period is how much in this problem? 1.5 months, 1.5 months. And their balance means debtors balance as on 31st March 20x1 is 1,25,000. Okay. Assume that the sale is uniform throughout the year, meaning they're saying month on month sale is same. Calculate credit sales and also calculate total sales for the year ended 31st March 20x2. Actually, 1 minute. Actually, there's a typo. It should be corrected. Make this as 31st March 20x2 only. Typo. Sorry, x2. I think it's corrected a new material. Huh? Still x1 only is there a new material also. Okay. Either make this as x1 and x1 or make that as both as x2. It's a correction. Whenever they want, let them do. It's fine. You correct it. Okay. Both will make it as x2. Sorry now, people.
Yes.
Yes, actually, even if you make it as x1, it will not make any difference because anyway sales are uniform, meaning month on month sales is same. So it should be okay. On that context, it will not make much difference. Okay, sir. Any idea or any thought process how we can approach this problem?
We have 1,25,000 is balance as on 31st March 20x2.
Mm.
It means that for 1.5 months,
Mm.
the total sale, credit sales is 1,25,000.
Mm-hmm.
So in total credit sales for 1.5 months is 1,25,000.
Mm.
It means it's 80% of total sales.
Perfect. Correct. Simple. Let me just decode it for you. A little extra. I'll just put some extra data and see. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March. I'm taking the whole year. Okay, sir. Let's assume for the sake of example, I'll come to this problem a little later. I'm going to assume for the sake of example, credit period is, let's say 1 month. Credit period, I'm just for the sake of example, I'm going to assume it to be 1 month. Okay. Now, credit period of 1 month means what, sir?
After 1 month, they are allowed to pay.
Today, if you sell, you'll collect the money only after 1 month. Yes, sir. Okay. Watch out this, everyone. If April month may, if I sell the goods to my debtor, I will recover the money by May. If I sell the goods in June means I'll recover, July means I'll recover by August. If I sell by October means I'll recover by November. If I sell in January means I will recover by February. If I sell in February means I will recover by March. Means can I say till February, whatever sales I have made, money has been recovered. Correct? In the current year itself, I have recovered the money. Because if you sell the goods in February, you will recover the money by March. Yes? Correct, no, sir? What about this March month ka sales? March month may if you sell the goods, will you recover the money in this year only or you will recover March month ka money in the next year? April. Correct, no? Yes. Sir, debtor has a balance means what? He has to pay, meaning debtor has not paid, correct? So, March month may if you sell the goods, let's say you sold the goods in the March month for 1 lakh rupees. This 1 lakh rupees you will only recover in this year or next year? Next year. That means this year, this 1 lakh you will show it as what? Debtor's ka closing balance. Agreed, everybody? Because this 1 lakh debtor has not yet paid us. So that's the reason this 1 lakh becomes debtors ka closing balance. All other month, whatever I've sales I've made to debtors, I've already recovered the money. If I've recovered the money, will it still have balance or balance will get closed? Balance will be closed. Only March month ka sale will be pending. Agreed, sir? Yes, sir. Everyone okay, sir? Okay. Now, since one dabba I will put. This 1 lakh represents how many months sale? In my example, this 1 lakh represents how many months sale? 1 month sale. And which month sale is that? March month ka sale. Yes, sir. So this 1 lakh represent 1 month ka sale. But we want the sales for the whole year. Whole year means only 1 month or 12 months? 12 months. So for 1 month, if the sale value is 1 lakh, means for 12 months, how much? That's all. From debtors, will you make any cash sale or will it be only credit sale? So the information that you will be able to dig out from this will be your credit sales. That's all. This is how you can find out the credit sale. Everyone understood? Okay. Once you know credit sale and they told in the problem 20% of the goods are on cash, balance 80% is on credit. Once you know credit sale, you can automatically find out total sales. Now, is everyone clear with this? In my example, for the sake of simplicity, I took 1 month. But in this problem, they have given it to be 1.5 months. That means my working, should I take 1 month here or what I should take? 1.5. That's all. If they give 2 months credit, then instead of 1 month, I will take it as 2 months. If it is 3 months credit, 3. Substitute this 1 with whatever credit period is there. That's all. Can we do that now directly? Everyone understood this online? This may come as an adjustment in the bigger problem. That's the reason asking. All of you clear now? I'll tell you how to solve, but whatever I explained, everyone has got? Yes, sir. Okay, let me read that data once again for you. Here, the credit period is how many months, sir? 1.5 months. And what is debtors balance? 1,25,000. Maybe we'll solve it here only. The debtors balance they are saying is 1,25,000. Correct? I'll put double over here. This 1,25,000 you have not recovered. On how many months sale? 1.5 month sale. Yes, sir. But we want sales for the whole year. Whole year means only 1.5 months or 12 months?
12 months.
For 12 months, how much?
10 lakh.
So what will be your credit sale? Credit sale will be nothing but you can directly write 1,25,000 represents sales for 1.5 months. Okay, we want sales for 12 months, whole year. Hence 12 divided by 1.5. Whatever is the credit period, substitute that in the denominator. That's it. Yes? Okay, how much is this?
10 lakh.
10 lakhs, huh? Okay. Now you got total sales or only credit sales? Because to debtors, we make only credit sale. So if you're using debtors balance, the information that you're going to get is only credit sales. Now we have to find out what sales? Total sales. They clearly told in the problem, 20% of the goods are sold on cash basis. That means credit sale represents 80%. So 10 lakh represents 80%. 10 lakh represents 80%. Total sales means it's 80% or full 100%. For 100%, how much? That's all. Yes, everyone? So total sales is nothing but 10 lakh represents 80%, but we want total sales which represents 100%. You can write 100% or you can simply do 100 divided by 80 also. One and the same. How much is this? 12,50,000 is your total sales. Cash sales they have not asked. Even if they ask, cash sales will simply be 12,50,000 minus 10 lakh, which is 2.5 lakh. That's all. Awesome. So you got to know one thing from this problem now. What is that? If they give you credit period and if they give you debtors balance, you can easily find out the total credit sales of the whole year. That's yes, everyone? Yes, okay. No confusion, right? Copy. All right. Thank you.